Hey, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Inspo Pod with me, Bethany. Today I've got the gorgeous Elle with me. Hi, how are you?
Hello. It's been so long since I've done like a podcast or kind of put myself out there for people to hear slash see. So yeah, I'm quite nervous at the moment.
No, you look great. You look great. And it's been so long since we've seen each other.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
there's a bit of a backstory. Like, we haven't seen each other for years, but we do kind of know each other from, God, is it 6 years ago, maybe? Surely not that long. Have I made
20
that up?
No, it is 2019. So yes,
No,
that
it
was literally
is. It's like
yes,
five and a
yes.
half years, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So, do you want to tell the listeners how we met, or do you want me to?
Okay, you go in and then I'll chip in.
Okay, so we met in Ibiza, as many people do. Obviously, over the years, I've met many people in Ibiza, but we actually worked there in the
Yeah,
same hotel. So, the amazing Ibiza Rocks Hotel. We were on different teams, though, weren't we? So,
yeah.
which team were you on?
So I worked in like customer service.
Yep.
Yeah, so I was like front of house helping people on a daily basis. And then I was watching you out the front.
And then, oh God, I can't even remember what my role was called. It was something like VIP events,
With like
something.
concierge. We'll bougie it
Yeah.
up. Like concierge.
So I remember you were always like in the entrance, always there, like chatting to people. You were always super happy as well. I always remember that. Always had a smile on your face, which I love. And then I was outside selling VIP tables to anyone that would buy one. Like, please buy one, give me your money.
And then I used to tell them, I'd be like, right, give me your money and go to the seabed.
Oh, it was so good, wasn't it though? What a great
I
year.
know,
Like
I
I
just
loved
got,
it.
yeah. I can't believe it was like all before COVID as well. And like you just think like that year was like probably the peak year of my life now looking.
Yeah. Oh
It
my
just
God,
so much
that's
happened. Yeah.
that's so crazy to think. I remember thinking like, oh, like people do this every year, this is great, whatever. And then a year later we were in COVID and I remember thinking like, oh my God, I'm so glad I did that year because it might never be
Yeah.
exactly the same. Like we were so lucky, like you
I
say,
know.
like
Yeah. And
mad,
looking
mad.
back, yeah, I just think like 8 months in paradise, which it pretty much was, then
Yeah,
to go from that to I stayed on and worked for them for a few years after. So it was
yeah.
just like really quiet and then back to like full like throttle Ibiza Rocks full in the swing of things again, which was just chaos,
Oh
obviously.
my God. So you stayed working for them. Was that summer
Yeah.
after summer, or was that like throughout the year, like the whole year?
So, yeah, so pretty much I did like a year after like with them and then took a year out, obviously due to COVID, and then went back to them and then I was with them for like 2.5 years, doing full year, like full time, pretty much all year round, traveling back and forth from Ibiza to the UK. And then yeah, so I worked in the travel team, so I was doing
Amazing.
events, so like chipping in with the marketing, like doing loads of things for the group, with Pikes as well. So like the
Oh,
list was
wow.
endless, yeah. Then I got to a point where I thought, right, nearly near enough 30 now, kind of want to move on and up. So yeah, then obviously I came back home, as I like to call it.
Yeah. Isn't it funny? Like 30 is that year where you're like, oh, well, I probably should grow up a little bit now.
Yeah, I've got less than 30 days for that. I've got less than 30,
So you're
probably
near you're nearly 30 now.
yeah, nearly 30 now in a month's time. So probably when this goes out, I probably will be 30.
Oh, amazing. You're so lucky. I'm going to be 35 on my next birthday. It's insane.
You
I feel
don't look
so
35.
old.
You look younger than me.
No, don't be silly.
I've
But
aged. I
I
do think it's aged me.
think it ages everyone, but in a good
Yeah.
way. But I did our season when I was 29. And I remember thinking, like, I'm going to be 30 soon. I need to get this in now. And then, unfortunately for me, I had my 30th in lockdown on my own. So I
Oh
had
no.
cake and champagne on my own. And I literally just put on my Ibiza playlist and just drank champagne from the bottle on my own. It was
With a
tragic, but
straw.
I loved it. Yeah,
With a straw.
but it
Oh,
was
hang on,
so
top
good.
of the one.
It was so funny, but I mean, it was tragic, but also fun. But yeah, that brings me on actually to music. So, music and Ibiza, obviously, that's one of the things that took me there. We're going to talk about music and how that's kind of
Yeah.
intertwined with what you do now. But what kind of nights did you go to in Ibiza? Because I don't know if we went to a lot of the same nights.
Yeah,
Like,
so
what was your vibe?
every Tuesday you'd find me at Bodyworks with camel fat and Salado. That was
Oh,
like the
yes, I
peak
remember that. Yep.
time. And then obviously Ants on a Saturday
Yes.
afternoon.
A
But my
classic.
Yeah, but my favorite ever event, here we go. It's probably like such a curveball, but I just love one, the venue, and I'm so sad that they moved last year. So I was such a defected girl at Eden every single Friday
Yeah.
night. And then I used to get
No, so good.
yeah, then I used to get the set times, and then I just used to go for like like specific DJs. So I remember like Todd Terry, who's one of my favorite DJs, was playing, and I was like, right, it's on
Yep.
at 10 I'm gonna just go for that, and then I left, and then that was
I
it.
love it.
Go and do that like all the time. You just go and
Oh
see
my
like
God.
Van Helden at like 1 a.m. and then leave straight after. I just think it
That's
was
so
like a
funny.
5 minute walk. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it was safe. Well, I felt safe anyway, and it's probably because I lived there. Like I felt quite safe, so I knew what to do, where to go. 9 times out of
Yeah.
10, I wasn't drunk. Literally had like a water or like literally like a vodka and coke before I left, and then that was it, done. And then I was back in bed by 3 o'clock.
I love it. That's so sensible though. Like
I
I
did
would
it
go
all the
out and
time.
just I would just make a whole night of it every time and then like not be able to go to that many nights because every time I went it'd be like a full night, which is probably not as sensible. But
No.
Defected was a classic though,
Yeah,
like
yeah. Like as soon as
so
that music
good.
hit, I just remember the sweat. It sounds so,
Oh,
but I actually loved it. Just the sweat dripping off the walls. It used to be like
yeah.
I don't know what it's like now. I haven't been to Eden for a while, but I just loved the venue. Like the sound system, I thought was mint. I genuinely thought like it was one of my favorite clubs, and everyone was like, "No, like Pasha."
Yeah.
Hi, and I'm thinking, no, get me in this dingy club. Sorry, Eden, like semi-dingy club with sticky floors, and I'll have a great time.
It's so funny though, because like it's almost like the bad, how bad it is that makes it
Yeah,
good. Like
yeah,
when you, especially when you were a worker there. So for anyone listening that like wants to work in Ibiza, like honestly, when you go to these clubs that all the workers go to and they're like the dingiest, again, sorry, Eden, but it just makes it like you can't recreate that like
no.
those nights.
Just remember
Ah,
forever, every Friday, standing on like these steps as you walk down to the
yeah,
dance floor. But the steps are the best part because you see everything,
yeah.
you see everyone, you can
Oh,
see
I miss it
DJs,
now.
VIP. I know, I'm just thinking, right? Please, Defected, if you're listening, Defected, please, please go back
Yeah.
to you.
Where is it? It's now at Ushuaia, isn't it? And I went
Yeah.
last year, I think, and it was. Did I go? I think I did, and it was so good, if I'm remembering
Okay,
correctly.
that's okay. It's still good.
Yeah, I think I went to Defected and to Ants in the same week. And honestly, I think Defected was better. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
So
really? Wow.
good. Yeah,
Okay.
Sam Divine was there. I remember Sam Divine used to always be
Yeah.
at the Eden one. Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing, amazing. We could talk about this all day. I'm not
I
gonna lie.
know. Reminiscing.
I literally just want to get on a flight now. I'm like, oh my God, the memories get
Yeah,
me there
to be
now.
fair, I booked my trip actually on Saturday afternoon, so I'm going back in September. So
Oh,
yeah, I
love
was
it.
like, so me and my best friend were like, right, we need to book it, and I was like, right, okay, I'm just gonna do it. So I've done it. It's
Yeah.
booked. We're ready to go.
September is my go-to every year.
Yeah.
But I think this year I'm going to try and go May, June, and September.
Okay.
I have no
Okay.
money, but we're gonna we're
That's
gonna make it work.
yeah. We're gonna make it work. Well done, Beth.
Oh God. Anyway, so yeah, we love the music, we love the vibe. It was such a good time of life. So yeah, tell me about what you're doing now, like work-wise, and like
Yeah.
what you've been up to, I guess, since then.
God, yeah. So yeah, since probably leaving Ibiza, I think the one thing is to say like I've been like a DJ slash radio presenter probably for the last when did I leave it? Probably even
Amazing.
before I started working at Ibiza Rocks. Well before then, I probably want to say about 10 years now. Been a radio presenter slash DJ. Just doing local like radio, commercial radio show like stations in the local area. And then
Yeah.
kind of found myself like DJing over lockdown, did a few events, went to Ibiza, did a few DJ sets at Ibiza Rocks, which was very kind of them, and kind of stuck with it ever since. So that's what obviously on the side. And then normally my day-to-day role is within marketing creative space. So yeah, I do a lot of design work, kind of and yeah, no day is the same of what I currently do. So yeah, I do a lot of branding, that type of thing. So just think, Asda trolleys, it'll say like antimicrobial handle. That's what I currently do. That's my company. So yeah, every time
That's,
somebody asks me, I just say, "Have you seen the Asda trolleys?" And then that's what I say.
oh my God.
So yeah, I'm
That's
currently going through
so
like a
funny.
rebranding process. So yeah, it's quite heavy at the moment, and I absolutely love it. And anything to do with
Yeah.
creativity, I'm there.
That's amazing. It's amazing that you do both as well. You manage to fit everything in.
Yeah.
Like your job sounds so interesting. That's hilarious about the trolleys. I'm actually going to look out for that next time I'm
Yeah, I
at
know.
Asda now.
And then when you're in Marks and Spencer's, like the bags for life, there's another one.
Oh my God,
I know.
amazing. I love that. Love it. But the DJing, oh my God, that interests me so much. Like how did you what got you started? Like what inspired you to start that and how did you know you were going to be good at it?
Oh, so yeah, so probably ever since I went to uni well before then, like I did music technology at college, kind of made music. I was awful at that. Like making music and trying to be the new Chase and Status slash Fred again was not for me. So I kind of took like the business side route, always kind of loved dance music. That was my passion, kind of grown up on dance music as well in my household. So that was
Yeah,
kind of my passion. And then just listening to loads of radio when I was younger, like Annie Mac used to be on a Friday night. I don't think I actually missed a show, that type of thing, and kind of
so
following
good.
them DJs around. And then obviously when I was 16 to 18, like kind of going out to actually see them. And then kind of just started from then. I thought, hang on, I love music so much. I'm quite good at radio. Um, so why not give like the DJing a proper go? And so yeah, I've kind of been working on it. It's kind of been in the back burner for like a few years now, and I've kind of got my creative flow back. So I was like, right, this is it now. It's kind of now or never. I want to do something before I'm 30. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
currently going through the process of kind of trying to launch myself into back into the DJ world, shall I say, and kind of play some cool house music in some nice quite cocktail bars if anybody's listening.
Nice. Okay. I mean, that sounds so exciting. And
That's
what's
the
what's
dream.
your DJ name then? Do you have a DJ name?
Yeah, so this has been like an ongoing topic for a while, actually. Like me and my friends were like, right, okay. I was like, right, I want to do this. And they were like, right, think of a name. They came up with some god awful names. They were like DJ Bro. I'm like, I'm not five. And they were
Yeah,
like
no.
Ellie Beats, and I was like, I'm not Dr. Dre. Like, let's just go back a step. So yeah, I'm just called Ell Brogan. My name, kind of keeping it short, a bit classy, because that's me, and I think it kind of represents the music I play. My logo is a disco ball, and it's in my favorite color, orange, with a hint of pink. So yeah,
Love
that's
that.
that's what we've gone with. Yeah, that's what
Wow,
we've
I
gone
love
with.
that. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you. So where can we listen to, is there anywhere we can listen to anything or like what would
Yeah.
we expect from a DJ set from you? Like what kind of vibe can we expect?
Okay, so 1,000,000% old school classics because I think that's how I started listening to music, and nothing makes me happier than hearing like old time classics, obviously mixed in with loads of new tracks that I absolutely love. And there's a track at the moment called The Rhythm by Prospa. I think it's literally on my playlist. I listen to it about
Ooh,
10 times a day. Yeah, and that's come out on like Circo Loco records. So you would have thought that was really heavy. It's
I'm
not.
gonna
It's
write
like
that down.
complete opposite called the rhythm, and it complete utter opposites. And I thought, right, I want this in my set. And then like then going from like the likes of that to like black coffee, like a bit more melodic, a bit like people, I want people to look at me and kind of sing along to and have like a proper good time and not be on their
Yeah.
phone. Like I want to take that out. As much as obviously I do social media and marketing for a living, I kind of want yeah, I kind of want my music and like my sets to be slightly so different. But yeah, I'm kind of in the process of rebranding, like launching myself. But yeah, you can find it all on Instagram. So it's L_Brogan DJ. A bit of a plug there, as you have to do on these things. A bit of a plug. So yeah, yeah, we've got photos ready. Yeah, and then it's just some videos that I need to sort out, and then that's it. I listened
Oh,
to one of my old mixes a few years ago, and I was like, oh, the music I played then was like proper like tech. It was like quite heavy. And then now I'm just like, right, no, I'm quite obviously it's slightly a bit older now, so I kind of want it to be more my style and
yeah.
more my
Yeah.
taste.
Oh, it sounds good. I will pop your Instagram underneath the video on YouTube and it'll be in the Spotify description as well. So anyone that wants to kind of have a look can have a look on there. It sounds very much to me like you're very it's very Ibiza inspired, like very Ibiza vibes and like from what you said as well about the experience, like you say you don't want everyone on their phones all the time. Like there's places I go to in Ibiza where it's just so good you're not on your phone,
Yeah.
you know? So
Like we'll take
yeah.
Pikes for example, like when we used to go to Pikes, they have like
Oh,
a kind of
love
like a
it.
no phone policy. Yeah, people do take like phones with them and stuff, but I think one of my favorite nights was at Disco, and they have like a massive disco ball in the middle, and there's like a neon light behind that will say Disco. One of my favorite nights at Pikes, and I was watching Scream play this like really like light-hearted, such a like feel-good house set. Haven't heard him play like that for years. And I was like, this is amazing. Camel Fat have done the same thing when went to go and watch them there. So loads of other like big high profile like DJs and artists. So I
Love
think
that.
that's about want to be like getting out the comfort zone. Well, this is like completely out of my comfort zone. And I've kind of got this, I don't know, maybe it's a 30 thing. Apparently, everyone says when you hit 30, you get this new lease of confidence. And I feel like
Yeah.
I've got that. And I feel like I've got that. So I was like, right, why not do it now? Because in 6 months' time, I wouldn't have done it. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, very Ibiza inspired, very me, a bit like girly, a bit glam in a way. Yeah. My friends call me bougie and they'll listen to this and be like, oh my God, you are so bougie. Like, just listen to you. So,
Oh, I
yeah.
love it. I'm
So,
so proud of you though. Like how exciting. And it's so true. Like you do in your 30s, you get like I don't know. I call it like delulu. Like I'm fully delusional and like my own I'm like I'm gonna do this and it's gonna work out. And
yeah.
even if it doesn't work out, you always learn something anyway. But I think it is gonna work out for you. Like I
That's
have
what I mean. Like, if I
faith.
don't get, like bookings, I don't know, like over the summer or I have to wait it out, then I know when the time is right, the time will be
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I think now it's just me building my portfolio, building a following, kind of making me excited about listening to music again because I kind of switched off. And I
Yeah.
think maybe it's because of maybe might be living in Ibiza, might be not living in Ibiza. And now because I miss it and I love it so much. Yeah, it's just me to a T essentially.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so proud of you though. And music is so important in life. Like, honestly, I think this is why we love Ibiza because
Yeah,
music, oh, I don't even know what to say about it. I'm like stuck for words, but like, it's just everything.
yeah, I know,
Like,
and
it
especially
makes
like
you
my
feel a certain way, you know?
yeah, that's what I mean. I've been going to Ibiza. Oh my God, it's probably since I was like 11 years old, like on family holiday.
Wow.
And like my mum taking me to like San Antonio to watch the sunset, and she was always
Yeah.
wanting to take me to like Radio One in Ibiza. And then obviously I got to do it a few times, and it's like the most mesmerizing thing, like listening to like shows on a Friday night, which is like the pinnacle of dance music, and then seeing it one at your work. I think when I saw Idris
Yeah.
Elba, cringe. I saw Idris Elba. I love Luther anyway. He's like my favorite actor in the whole entire world. I literally stood there as he walked past me, and I think I cried. Like I was like, because you know when you just think, I can't believe this is my life, and then I just
Yeah.
looked. He looked at me and must have thought, "Oh my God, this girl is like mental," and I'm just crying. at him.
He's so fit though. I remember working at Ibiza Rocks. I gave Craig David a sandwich once and I was like, oh my God. And then by the end of the season, because we had love you, Craig, not that he's ever gonna listen to this, but he came every week, didn't he? His like
Yeah, that's what I mean.
residency.
Yeah, yeah.
And like by the end of the summer, I was like, okay, it's just Craig David.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
it's just
he's
getting
here
it now.
again.
Yeah, I've seen him so
But
many
like,
times. He's the politest person in the world. Like, don't get me wrong,
so
he's so
nice.
polite, and
So
like his
nice.
sets are amazing. And I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
go and watch him in a few weeks' time. Like me and my friends were undecided. I
Oh,
was like,
nice.
I need to reminisce again. I need to live my
Oh
garage
God.
early day for one more night.
He's so good. But honestly, when I gave him that sandwich, I was like, oh, the excitement. I remember as well. I don't know if you guys used to do this, but we used to be on the walkie-talkies. And when he does that song where it's 2016, da, da,
Oh
da, da,
yeah,
da,
yeah.
we used to be on the walkie-talkies going 16, 16, 16.
Doing the 16
Just
bar.
just winding each other up because it's just so funny. But yeah, so many good times. Like we really were lucky to be honest. Like we really had the best time, didn't we? Um, but yeah, so many memories, so many like you say, like amazing nights as well with music and oh, you just can't make it up. It was so good.
I know. So yeah, hopefully people will kind of hopefully follow for a starter.
Yeah,
And yeah, and I'm
I
just
will.
thank you. I just want to go out there, play and then play music, kind of build my confidence and then just see where it goes. Obviously, I'm quite confident anyway, but when you've been out of doing it for such a long time, I think it's like a
Yeah,
daunting experience trying to like start something you love again. And yeah, I'm not
yeah,
scared of failure at all. Like I'd say like I'm probably really an outgoing and confident person. But I think this, because it's so personal to me, and people know you for what you play. So I think
yeah,
that's another thing as well. What if people don't like the music I play? What if people love it? And what if people have complaints? I can't wait for the day I'm one of those people where somebody gives me a note or shows their
yeah.
phone, and I'll be like, I don't do requests.
Oh my God, that would be so good. Then you know you've made it.
Yeah, I'm like, don't take requests.
So what's like the goal then? Like, are you just rolling with it and you're gonna just see where it goes? Or because I feel like that's how I am with my podcast. Like people keep saying make a serious business plan, and I'm like, no, I just enjoy it. I just want to enjoy it and let it naturally,
Yeah.
organically progress. Or do you have like a specific kind of goal in mind
Well, I mean, the goal would 1,000,000% to have like some sort of like residency in like a local
in
bar,
Ibiza?
like in Ibiza maybe. That would be like the dream, obviously. But I
Yeah,
think yeah, I'm just gonna see where it goes. Hopefully, play a few events locally. Yeah, there's thankfully I live in quite like a probably a very good town for that. There's always something going on. There's always like music
yeah,
events, like festivals, like street foodie things. So yeah, there's always like opportunities to get yourself out there, go and play for things. There's bars cropping up left, right, and centre. So it is probably like a really good place to start. We've had a
yeah,
refurb of a nightclub. I haven't been in there since I was probably like 21, but you've got to kind of start somewhere. And yeah, they've had a refurb.
yeah,
It looks really nice, and I think there are people wanting to play there and things. So yeah, kind of just seeing where it goes, essentially. Yeah,
yeah.
and then we'll see. Hopefully, the dream lives on.
So I feel like the goal for you then is to kind of like make this like eventually like your career. But
Yeah, I love what I do now. Like, I
or do
absolutely
you want to
adore
do
it.
both?
I'd love to do both, and I think this. I'm
Yeah.
kind of treating this as like a bit of a side hustle. Obviously, like I'm not. The money is doesn't bother me. Like, I just want to go out there and play music because I'm so
Yeah.
passionate
It's a
about it.
passion.
It's just,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just stemmed from ever since I was like 16, attempting to play the keyboard at college, and then onto uni. I did music at uni, and like I did a music degree at uni. So I think throughout that time, I just think right now or never, and I just can't believe like obviously being in Ibiza as well kind of inspires everyone. Everyone probably goes to
Yeah.
Ibiza and they come back and right, I'm going to be a DJ. I think
Probably.
everyone has done that. But yeah, I think I'm thankfully one of the lucky ones who knows a thing or two and
Yeah.
I've worked in the music industry before and I kind of know what I'm getting myself into, so I'm not going in blind. So yeah, and I've got some good mentors that I can always lean on. So yeah, which is really, really nice. So yeah, I'm just gonna
Oh, that's
fingers
so
crossed
good.
it all works out and see what.
Yay. No, I'm sure you're going to be so successful. Okay, tell me your top five tracks at the moment then, or top three if you
Oh,
can't think of five.
okay, right,
Because
let me go. I'm gonna have to go on my phone for this.
just so we can
Thankfully,
get
I've
more
got a
of
brand
like,
new playlist. Okay. Top five tracks at the moment. Right, okay,
yeah,
playlist. I have a playlist called Beefer.
same.
Okay, so there's a track that went quite viral on TikTok last year and it's called Angel of Mine. And I think it is like a Brandy sample. Don't quote me, don't gun for me, everyone.
Ooh,
And it's by
okay.
Tobiahs, and you'll see it all over TikTok. It's finally come out. It's amazing. Also, classic is So Many Times by Gadjo. That is like a cult classic, and that's kind
Yeah,
of like resurgent, like
I know that
all on,
one. Yeah.
yeah, all online. Also, Say My Name, which is the Morgan Seatree remix. It's been in every
Ooh,
boiler room set. it is insane on that one.
And
And then
what was the
obviously
remix?
it is
I'm writing it down.
yeah, say my name, Florence and the Machine,
Okay,
obviously.
yep,
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 Florence and the Machine on that one. And then this rhythm, Prosper.
yep.
And then current favorite track I'm currently listening to, oldie but love it, Voodoo by Gorgon City.
Oh, okay.
That's
Nice.
a bit moody, it's a bit me, quite like it.
Love that. What I'll
Yeah, bit
do
of a
then is
mixture.
I love it. I'll list these all underneath the podcast. And
Yeah,
then listeners, if you all want to like have a listen to these songs just to get a feel for like Elle's music and kind of what she's into, what she might kind of play. Yeah, everyone have a
yeah.
listen. I'm gonna go listen to these this evening, no
Yeah,
doubt.
you'll have to
I
let me
know
know.
I know a couple of them already, but there's a couple that I'm like, oh, can't think what that is. So I'm gonna go listen and yeah, I'm excited. But the ones I do know, I love, so that's
Okay,
good.
that's good. We've got one fan already.
Yay, I love it. Okay, so we've only got 8 minutes left, just to let you know, and everyone listening. So, is there anything else you want to tell us about the DJing, or have you got any advice for anybody that kind of wants to get into that or wants to just follow their dream or
Yeah, I probably say some advice actually. Like, I think I was so scared about going to my local radio station and seeing what it was about, but I just thought, right, I love it so much, I kind of want to get into it. So I just
yeah,
walked in kind of with open arms, had to learn everything. And yeah, don't be scared. Essentially, it's like if you want to speak, it's like talking to your friends literally sat across from you. And yeah, and I kind of learned the ropes through doing it that way. But
yeah,
yeah, I'd say one, never give up because you've got to keep going. And if it doesn't work out, then try again. Like I've put this on the back burner for years, and then I've realized how much I love it and kind of want to really do this. So yeah,
yeah.
I'd tell people not to give up and just carry on, no matter what age or yeah, where you're from or background, culture, just really give it a go. And obviously, I think probably, I don't know if you've seen DJ AG who is on TikTok and on Instagram, who literally has quit his day job now. I think he's been on the every single magazine cover, and he literally stands in the middle of King's Cross station outside the McDonald's. I don't know if you've seen it, and
No.
he literally DJs, and it's amazing. And he'll have like every single MC, grime artist you could think of. Craig David's just done one. He did one last week. Professor
Oh,
Green. But
nice.
yeah, my friend is a grime artist as well, so he jumps on there. So yeah, but honestly, like DJ AG is very like inspirational. So I think at the
Nice.
moment he's so big. Yeah, so I would yeah, go follow him and follow his story of how he's quit like this corporate life to do what he loves, and it's about music. He was in a care home the other day and I was crying how he was teaching
Oh,
like lovely, lovely people to how to DJ, and they're obviously a lot older and some of them aren't very well, and it was just the sweetest thing. So yeah, honestly, never ever give up.
I love that. I love that.
I think
And
that's
yeah,
good advice.
yeah, no, that's really good. And I think what you said as well about just starting, like, I think that's such good advice. Like, I've definitely in my 20s, I didn't do that. I was scared to start anything. Whereas now I'm like, just start, like,
Yeah,
ask for help, go to people and like ask to learn. Like, learn, being willing to learn as well is like such a good bit of advice. Like, just be willing to like
yeah,
watch, learn, absorb, like, let people
embrace
teach
it.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
embrace
exactly.
it. And I always say, like, have a really good, like, mentor as well. Thankfully, I've been in the industry for a long time. So, like,
Yeah.
I've got good people around me who can help me, who can support me. So, I think there's no harm in reaching out to people, send that
Yeah.
email. I think I must have emailed when I was at uni. Rinse FM was like my clear radio station. I think I emailed 3 times before I got work experience there. So, yeah, you've just got to keep on breaking down every single door.
Yeah.
Um, you will get there. It is a lot. I think I did the same with Defected as well, trying to get work experience with them. So yeah, there's loads of things.
That's
So
so funny.
yeah, you can't be scared about doing it. I feel like I'm a bit scared now, starting again, doing all this, but actually I've
You're
really
doing
enjoyed
it.
I'm doing it and I've really enjoyed the process of it, like sitting
Yeah.
down till like 1 a.m. trying to design my logo, and I've done it all myself. So I'm
Yeah.
that's why I'm so proud of it, and you're probably proud as well, Beth, literally exactly the same because it's your
Yeah.
kind of safety and you need to like look after it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, I am. I'm so proud of us. Like so proud of us. Um, yeah, really good advice actually, really good advice. And you are doing it and it's amazing. Um, but we've got 4 minutes left. So before we wrap up, I want to ask a bit of a fun question, which I ask nearly all of my guests, which
Okay, here
is,
we go.
do you have any icks? It can be in life, it could be from Ibiza, it could be at work. Like what irritates the, I mean, I do swear on this podcast, so I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say what irritates the fuck out of you, because like, let's just say it.
Okay.
Can
Oh,
be anything that annoys you, like people eating loudly, I don't know, anything.
it probably would be driving around a roundabout for me. That's probably my
What, just
biggest
in general or doing it
general.
badly?
No, I think I'm quite a good driver until I see other people first thing in the morning not knowing where they're going. Obviously, they're not from the area, and yeah, and I think I've tried to argue with about six different people. So if you are listening, these people, please go to a driving instructor and get proper help because I'm sick of being on the road.
That's
I
so funny.
or else I'm going to be a passenger princess. If I make a lot of money from this, I'm going to be a passenger princess and get a driver.
That's so funny. That's
That's probably
so
my
funny.
biggest hit.
I love it. What actually gives me the ick, is have you ever seen someone drive round the roundabout twice?
Yes.
That,
Oh,
oh my, I that makes me cringe. I'm
magic.
like I'm just like, just go down the road and just figure it out
Yeah,
when you get there. Don't
yeah,
keep like,
yeah,
"Ugh."
just park up and then use your Google Maps and then see where you're going.
That's another thing. People that don't use a sat nav or Google Maps. Like I've had that before where I knew someone, they were traveling from one city to another and they were determined to do it without a map. And it's like, why? Just get Google Maps. Just put your sat nav on. Just submit and just do it properly. Like,
I mean, it's probably
ah,
not like an ick, it's probably just like a life lesson that people need to
yeah,
learn.
yeah, exactly. So take note, everyone. Take
Take
note,
care,
take note.
everyone. Once Elle's
Um,
on the road, see you later.
have you
Been
got any
best.
more from like any music or Ibiza ones that might be quite relevant?
Oh, I don't. Oh, my. I prefer. Like, I'm not a fan of this when people face the other way from the DJ.
Why? Why would they do
Don't know,
that? I've
that's
never
like
seen
a
that.
really big ick of mine. I think it's rude. I don't think it's very like nice because you're always turning back, like you're back on, so it makes you not interested.
Yeah.
If you're looking out and you see like 20
Ooh,
people with their backs like away from you, it's no from me. Like
I've
look
never seen
really
that.
not. Oh, I've been to so
No.
many people like been turning around. Obviously, they might be speaking to their mates or whatever, but they've been turning around for
Yeah.
a long time. And it's just like, no, the DJ's there. You're here to watch the said person. You've paid like 80 euros
Yeah.
to watch that person. So watch them.
Yeah. No, that's so
If
true.
anybody
That's so
turns
true.
around at my gigs, I will know. I will know
That's
now.
such a good one. I've never noticed that before. I have noticed though, men like taking their tops up. I say men, they're boys, I'm going to be honest, and swinging their sweaty t-shirts around in the like crowd and then turning around to like see if there's any girls. And it's like, "Ugh," the ick, the ick.
Anyway, it's like
Such an
massive
ick.
icks. Yeah, no, not from me.
Um, oh, that was so funny. Okay, so we've got less than a minute left. So that went so quick though. I could talk to
I
you for
know,
ages.
I know. But no, thank you
Um,
so much, Beth. Honestly, thank you for letting me kind of share my story. And yeah, no, I'm
well,
excited.
thank you for sharing. And as I said, I will pop your Instagram when this goes out. Which date TBC, but I'll let you know. I'll pop the Instagram underneath. I'll pop those songs underneath as well for any of the listeners that want to tune in and have a listen to those songs. But yeah, it's been amazing. Thank you so, so much.
Anyways, thank you so much for having me.
Amazing. Well, I'll speak to you so soon. And thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.